Hello everyone, and welcome to the N.A.R.C.N network. My name is Dean, your host. Tonight's episode will be episode 5, and it's entitled Outing the Narcissist and Why I Did That. So let me just first off say that it's usually conventional wisdom amongst narcissist experts that you should not out a narcissist. They can be dangerous people. They are habitual liars. You could be getting yourself in trouble if you attempt to do one of these things with a narcissist. But if you do intend to do this, there are a few things that I can suggest, and these things are based on what I did with my narcissist at the end when I outed her. And the first thing I would suggest here is start gathering evidence. Get as much evidence of what this person is doing with you or with other people as you can. Watch their social media. There's always signs on their social media. Do some searching around for them to see, what's going on. You can use websites like socialcatfish.com. I use this to investigate my own narcissist and to find out some things that were going on with her, like some of her other social media profiles and other things that may give me hints as to what may be going on in those things. Just pay attention to who posts on their social media too, because very often when people are posting on their social media and you catch people, especially people of the opposite sex, that are liking their posts with heart likes and things of this nature, or simply posting things that might be suspicious and give an indicator to you that they may also have a romantic interest in this person that you're dealing with. Pay attention to all that stuff. So start gathering evidence on the person that you're dealing with, on the narcissist that you're dealing with. Make sure that you know exactly what's going on with them. Get as much evidence as you possibly can. Keep everything that you have in some form like this for later on, just in case if you decide to out this person, you're going to have some proof against them that you can actually utilize if for some reason you end up in a court battle with them or something of this nature. I personally have at least 400 to 500 pages of just messenger evidence from the last, let's say, probably the last 7 years or 8 years with my narcissist, right back to the time when we were just friends. I saved everything that would be pertinent to prove who she was if I had to prove this in court or in any other instance. And also, one of the things I also did was I made several of my very close friends aware of what this person was doing about from the point that I realized that they might actually be a narcissist. So I started telling a few of these very close friends the story with my narcissist and exactly what was going on. Some of these people actually met her and knew her, and they were friends with her on her social media pages. So they got exposure to her too, to see what she was like in different instances. But I also made these people aware on literally a day-to-day basis about completely what was going on with her at any given time. And then I made them aware when I outed her publicly to her husband and to the other people she was involved with of all this. And I did this so that these people would be completely aware. I provided them also with an ability to see the evidence that I have, or I provided them with the evidence that I have in case they needed to back me up for any legal matters that may arise. And I did all these things as protection, because you never know when you're dealing with a narcissist what could possibly come up with them. My narcissist I knew on and off for about 15 years. I considered that person a friend, and later on I considered them a closer friend. Because I told them secrets about myself and things that were going on in my relationships before I became involved with that person, and they confided in me also some of the stuff that was going on with them. Although I now know that a large majority of this stuff perhaps may not have even been true. But anyway, if you're doing this, just do all these things. Be very careful about what you're doing if you elect to out a narcissist, because you can actually wind up in trouble. They are definitely pathological liars, and they will do just about everything they can to preserve themselves. This is really just the way that they are. It's part of their psychosis that they have going on. They really can't help it, because their brains have become this way through years of abuse of some type, and it's just really a self-preservational nature for them that they do this. They really don't want to get caught in a lie with people, and when you do catch them in a lie, they usually try their best to find some way out of that lie, or around it, or whatever to deal with it. But just in general, be very careful with them. So like I was saying, generally narcissist experts don't suggest that you do this. I don't agree with this 100%. I think it has to be dealt with on a case-by-case basis. If you do want to just get out of a relationship, if you gain evidence with a narcissist that you're dealing with, and you just want to get completely out of this and just go, get out, stay out with them, that's absolutely fine to do that as well too. There's no problem. I would suggest to you, if this is best for you, or if you feel it's best for you, then you just do that. For myself, because I had known this person for such a long period of time, and because they had really stuck a knife in me, basically, dealing with me, I decided that not to be vindictive with them or anything of this nature. This was not done out of revenge towards them. I felt that in this instance that they had been messing around with me so much, and not just messing with me, but messing with several other people. They were messing with their husband, who they had gone back to. I felt that this was really enough, and for my own conscience, I couldn't deal with it anymore. And I felt that outing them at this point might actually help them to possibly maybe realize, if they didn't realize they were a narcissist, what they were doing, and to give them some particular, maybe a shock, maybe to just wake them up a little bit. And this is actually something that Professor Sam Vaknin actually talks about. He talks about the fact that when you out a narcissist in this particular way, one of the things that can happen is they may become aware of what they are, if they're not aware that they are a narcissist, and this can possibly help them in repairing some of the things that they're doing with people. It will never cure them, because once a narcissist is a narcissist, especially if they're a greater or ultra narcissist, they will never ever heal from this condition. They can only be aware of it and possibly try to make adjustments so that they don't harm other people. But most narcissists, once they're like this for the entire duration of their life in some degree, and you just have to deal with them. So this was basically what I wanted everyone to know in episode 5 here, is that if you want to out a narcissist, there's right ways to do it and there's wrong ways to do it. If you just want to go so with them, you can go so with them. That's absolutely fine. You make whatever choice is best for you. And if you are dealing with a narcissist currently in your life, all I can say is I wish you the best of luck to deal with this person. These are people who have just got minds that don't function regularly like normal people do. It's not necessarily really their faults, because they are just this way. They are just this way. They've endured abuse when they were young, and this has turned them into what they are. And it's sad that they treat other people, or they treat us like they have, especially if we've never meant them any harm in any particular way. But they literally can't help themselves, and this is just what you're dealing with. So I'm going to bid you all adieu for this evening. This was episode 5, and we'll have episode 6 coming up shortly. Good night.